Hi bead besties, how are you? It's Kel, I'm back again. Welcome. So, we're unboxing finally July's Bargain Bead Box Strawberry Soirée. We finally got there and I'm somewhat caught up because we're just about to get July's box. I'm just going to move you slightly forward. So, and yes, you can see the damage in my cardboard on my desk. But I will move you back and I will move you down when we actually unbox. So, how are you all today? I'm sorry if you can hear my little mini fan in the background, but it's already sweltering at 9:15 in the morning. But this video, when you see it, probably won't be released till very late because I'm having to take breaks as I'm recording because it is so hot in the UK. Even at this time in the morning, it's absolutely cooking. So I've just gone out to go and get some lemons to put in my water. And it's like, oh my goodness, it's roasting out there. Right, compared to when I got up at 5 AM, the temperature has shot up. I should have recorded this then, so I wasn't so hot. So, but I was like, no, I'll chill for a little bit. Right, and then in a few hours I'll record. It won't go up that much in temperature. But no, I was so wrong. Because we're still getting 32 degrees plus in the UK. Right, which is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, especially compared to Canada, which is getting like 45 degrees heat. But the UK is just not used to it. We're really not. Right? We're used to like no more than about 25 degrees. So, especially in our summers, that's about all we get. So, the UK is going, what the flipping... Yeah. I can't say the rest of it because we're on YouTube. And my video get banned. So, and I can't be doing with that. So, work out the rest of the sentence if you would like. So, but I would love to know if you are suffering as much as we are. So, what are you all up to today? Are you beading? Are you just doom scrolling YouTube? Right. Are you happily scrolling through my website or Etsy and shopping? Because I'd love for you to be shopping on my website because it would really help me out a lot. So, but after I've told you a bit about Bargain Bead Box, you'll see my website and Etsy. Right, doing a bit of shopping on there would really help me out a lot and help me get my feet under the mat with selling. So I have some very beautiful pieces of jewellery on there, as you've probably seen with the making in these videos. So, and every item I make on these videos is for sale. So, let's open an inspiration quotes card, shall we? And get a bit of inspiration for the day and for the next day and the next day. Because all these inspiration quote cards work for every day of the week. And look, we're getting down the box a bit. Right, I'll show you the stack we've got that we have gone through in our videos. Look at this stack. We've gone through a lot of inspiration, haven't we? We're going to need a new box soon. We really are. So let's see what the inspiration says. It says, take the road less travelled and you'll find the joy. And that is very true. Because if everyone takes the same road, all the joy will be taken. Because all the ones before you will take that joy. So if you take the one that no one travels, you can pick up the joy that is there. So, very prolific, as I like to say. So, as you'll see on your screen, as I tell you about Bargain Bead Box and their sister company, Bead Box Bargains, you'll see the information. So, Bargain Bead Box is a monthly subscription box, right, that I have a discount code for. Right, you can sign up to the box at this website on your screen, And with my discount code, you can get $2 off your first month's box. The discount code is KLWG2, all in capitals. I also have a referral code which is on your screen. Both codes are in the description below this video. They help both yourself as well as me. You are not obliged to use them, but I would be very grateful. Bargain Bead Box, as I said, is a monthly subscription box that is very well curated, but has different themes each month. It's a low cost subscription at $24.99 a month, right, with free US shipping, which is around £27 and change a month, which includes shipping. You will probably like about 11 out of the 12 months, if not 12 months out of the 12. They are all different themes every month, right? And they are absolutely amazing. You get a 30% off discount code on the back of your content sheets, right? It is also sent to your email. That can be used at the website here, Bead Box Bargains, which is the sister store. You can use it as many times as you like in a month. Alright, so if you use it like 4 times in the first week, you can use it 8 times in the second week, as many times in the third week, and as many times in the fourth week. And then you get a new code the next month. Alright, Bead Box Bargains is a discount store with high quality goods, where you can get a wide range of beads, a wide range of pendants, a wide range of charms, and a wide range of findings, chain and stringing materials. You can also pick up the companion bundles that go with the main bundles on the third Friday of each month. Right? You can also pick up mini bundles that go with the main bundle and companion bundle throughout the month, as some months, as well as other mini bundles that they do. Right, this is not always every month that they do the mini bundles, but they do sort of, most months they'll do them. Right, the companion bundle tends to come with like the main bundle, pendants, beads and findings, whereas the main bundle a lot of the time comes with chain. The companion bundle does not. A lot of the time it never comes with chain, because I forgot to mention that about the main bundle, that it comes with the pendants, beads, pendants, findings and chain a lot of the time. I did forget to mention that. I do apologise. Also, as you can see here, my apology, Bargain Bead Box has a Facebook page called Bargain Bead Box Creative Corner. And I'll read this off because it's probably a little small with my camera being zoomed out because of me doing my shorts. But, oh, give me a second. I've actually put that a bit far down. Let me try that again. Alright, as you can see here, Bargain Bead Box has a Facebook page called Bargain Bead Box Creative Corner, right, where you show what you make with your shipments, and you'll be entered to win a $75 gift certificate to Bead Box Bargains. That's gone up from $50 because it used to be $50. And you can use like a few items from your companion bundle, a few items from the mini bundles, a few items from your own stash if you'd like. But you have to use predominantly the main box. So basically the one that comes in your blue bag. Alright? And it says here, to enter, share a photo of your creation featuring the beads in the shipment. So you can share as many as you would like. You have to put at the top of the picture, enter into contest. And if you send it via email, enter into the subject line, enter into contest in the subject line. Right, and I will give you the email address, and I will give it up here the same as I've done with the Facebook group. And it says via email to support@bargainbeadbox.com, or join our Facebook group, Bargain Bead Box Creative Corner, and share your photo there. Submissions close August 9th. Winners to be announced on our Facebook group. And that's Strawberry Soirée, so that's this box. So this one doesn't end till August 9th. So that's next month. So you still have time with this box to enter. Right? So also, they have a YouTube channel, which is at Bead Box Bargains. Capital B for the beads, capital B for the box, and capital B for the bargains. And on there they show tutorial videos, project ideas, sneak peeks, and so much more. So they'll show like a sneak peek for the main box. They'll show you all the companion bundles, they'll show you like all of the mini bundles, unless they are a surprise. Right, they will show you like how to make stuff with the main box. They will show you like videos on about gemstones and stuff, and so much more on there. So the only other thing I have to tell you is, if you want to purchase stuff that is made on this YouTube channel, you can go to two places. One is my website, and that's all in lowercase, klwgjewelry.com, and that's jewelry spelt the English way, or my Etsy, and the first 5 letters are capitals, KLWG Jewelry, spelt the English way. Right, and I will put them on screen. I would be grateful if you could help me a lot in getting my feet under the table and get my website and my Etsy off the ground. Both my Etsy and my website are linked. So if you purchase off one, that item goes off my Etsy. If you purchase like off my website, that item goes off my Etsy. If you purchase off my Etsy, that item goes off my website. Because I tend to make one-of-a-kind items. Like with my bead mixes and my kits, there's around about 5 of each. So I am putting more kits and bead mixes on. It's just taking time due to getting the Bargain Bead Box boxes out. But you'll see more kits and bead mixes coming out. Now I'm catching up with my Bargain Bead Boxes. So I think that's the housekeeping out the way. Let's get into this wonderful kit, shall we? So it's lovely wrapped. My baby burrito. Look how lovely wrapped my baby burrito is. He's nice and snug. I don't want to take him out. Actually, yeah, I do. I do want to take him out. I don't want to leave the beads in here. Oh, look, it's in such a lovely pink bag. Look at this, like, strawberry pink bag. So, shall we give it a pour? Oh, nice little pour. Oh, look at all that gorgeousness. Right, now, as you can see, there's numbers on this. So I think Lauren wants us to do it in an order. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go away, put these in an order, and come back to you. I just realised I forgot to show you the content sheet. So this is the content sheet, right? And you have like LF, NF, and CF, which is lead-free, nickel-free, and cadmium-free. You also have the prices of everything down the side. So, the estimated retail value of this shipment was $95.10, which is a lot, especially when you're only paying $24.99 for the box. That is a lot. So let's get on to our first piece, and what a piece it is. So let me zoom you in. Give me a sec. So now you're zoomed in. Right, we've got 9 pieces of 20 to 39mm cherry quartz glass graduated teardrop pendant, $12.99. So, oh my god, such a piece. So let's get it all in the right place. So let me lie this down. So, oh my goodness, look at this. So you've got graduated strands. Alright, so you've got like smallest on the sides going all the way to this very, very large piece. Alright, and you've got little cherry quartz? Yeah, cherry quartz rounds, 4mm rounds in between. What a piece. Now you can put it just one or a couple or all of them on a piece. Just amazing. Alright, now that's going to make one heck of a focal. So next we have 8mm strawberry quartz round beads, 7-inch strand, $5.99. These are beautiful, lovely strawberry quartz. Goes beautiful again with cherry quartz. Alright, strawberry and cherry quartz pair beautifully. And there goes my fan. I'm sure you heard that turn off. Right. So I'm back to cooking. So now we have 8mm cherry quartz glass man-made round beads, 7-inch strand, $3.49. So again, beautiful. So with like cherry quartz, what they do is they smelt it down, right, and then they mix a dye in, right, and re-solidify it, right, and that's how they make it. Whereas with cherry quartz, that's actually already made, so it's not man-made. So you get like, that's actually a gemstone, whereas this is glass. So, but still just as beautiful. And just as unruly. Doesn't want to go on the mat nicely. So next we have strawberry quartz nugget beads, 7.5-inch strand, $4.79. We've had a lot of nugget beads lately, but I do like the nugget beads. They're fun. They're very beautiful. Right, very nice strawberry quartz nugget beads. So next we have 8x6mm cherry quartz glass man-made faceted rondelle beads, 7-inch strand, at $6.99. Now I love a rondelle, and these are very nice. I think they've got a like facet on them as well. I think that said it on there. Yes, it did. I just missed it, but I probably read it out. So they're really nice. Use them to tame my strands on my mat, so I get a nice picture. So next we've got 6mm cherry quartz glass man-made faceted plated round beads, 7.5-inch strand, $5.99. Now these are pretty. Oh, I like these. I like the plating on them. They're really cool. I do like them. So next, I like the next one a lot. These are so cute. 2-piece 18x11mm strawberry quartz and brass faceted strawberry charms, $6.99. Now these are really, really cute. Lauren did good with these. How darling are those? Oh, I got them on the wrong side. So that's the back. That's the front. Absolutely beautiful. They are so sweet. I just happened to get mine out the packet on the back, so I didn't notice this lovely little detail of the leaves here. They are beautiful. So next we have 6mm crystal faceted teardrop beads in Scarlet AB, 10-inch strands, $4.99. Got these. And yes, Lauren's right, they do look like little strawberries. Look, let me bring a couple up closer. Look, they look like little strawberries. They're so darling. Little dark for strawberries, but the shape does look like strawberries. Then next we have a major pop of colour. 4mm crystal bicones and Rondelle beads in Very Green AB, 11 inches, $2.99. Here's our major pop of colour in the box. And, well, they are green. I'm not a green fan, but they are green. I'm not sure what I'd do with these, unless I'm using like a leaf bead in a design. Then we have 6x3mm glass Rondelle bead mix in Strawberry Parfait, 10 grams, $2.99. Let's see if I can get these without pouring them everywhere. Look at these beautiful white, pink and strawberry red disc beads. I love these. These are going to be fun to use like spacers or like for... You could use them for making the bookmarks that we made in the last video. That would be fun. So next we have 4mm, oh, not me light. Sorry about that. 4mm glass faceted round beads in dark jade red, 13-inch strand, $2.99. Now these are really red. This is like a really ripe strawberry. They're really nice. And next we've got probably one of my favourite set of beads in the box. 6-pack 14x12mm lampwork glass handmade strawberry beads, $4.99. I was so glad none of these cracked in transit. You've got sort of like the leaves on the top, right, and then you've got sort of the dappling on the leaves, which is made with like a little poker when you're making it. But these are beautiful, and I mean beautiful, right? I am so loath to actually part with these, but if I can make a piece with them, I will part with them for you lovely people, right? So you can buy the pieces off the website. So next we have 30-piece 12x6.5mm glass top drilled leaf beads in true green. So let's pour them out. So we've got lovely leaves. Right, let's bring one up for you to look at. So that's the detail on them, and then they're drilled across the top, so side to side. They've got a reasonable size hole, probably about a 1mm hole, and as you can see, we've got loads of them, absolutely loads. Now we've probably got one of my least favourite items in the box. 6-piece 10mm rhinestone round beads in bright red, $3.99. Now these are the good rhinestone balls. They're the clay ones with the rhinestones on them. Right, I'm just never keen on these. I know how to make them because I work with polymer clay, but just not keen on them. I never have been. I don't like working with them. There's just something about these beads. I do not know what it is. I just never have been keen on them. It's like I get them, and if I can avoid working with them, I always will. It's just a thing with me about them. So next we have 50-piece 6mm leaf bead caps. That's a lead free, nickel free and cadmium free, $2.99. Now these I am not going to pour out, alright, but I will take one and show it you. Oh, if it will stay on my finger. So as you can see, it's got a lovely leaf design on it. Absolutely beautiful. And I love these tiny ones because they don't cover all of the bead. So next we have 6x7mm flower blossom spacer beads, 10 grams, lead free and cadmium free, $2.99. Now these are beautiful. So absolutely gorgeous. Now let me show you on close up. Look at these lovely detailed flower beads, and let me show you the hole. Got probably about one, maybe 1.2 mil hole, maybe 1.5. So you could probably get 1.5 mil leather possibly through here, but you get a reasonable amount. So very nice bead. Next, you get 4-piece 10x6mm sterling silver plated brass fine links, lead free and cadmium free, $3.99. Now these are tiny, and I know a lot of people when they first got these had a problem finding the holes for these, but they are, let me hold them up, they're on the side here, top and bottom on the side. So, but give me a second, I just want to look at this. Yep, it's there. So right there at the bottom and right there at the top. But they are so tiny. Look how small they are. Diddy. But they are so cute. They are like the cutest little links ever. So we were sure to find something to do with them. So we got 2 more after this. Right, we've got 6-piece 9x19mm leaf detail Marquis links, $2.99. So let's put some on the front, some on the back. So this is the front detail with like a leaf detail. This is the back that's just got lines. They've got a whole top and bottom of the Marquis, where the Marquis points are. But they are very beautiful. I do like those. So they're really nice links, and they're very solid. Look, they're not possible to bend. So they are very nice links. So next we've got another one of my favourite things out the box. A 33x15mm platinum plated brass leaf toggle clasp, lead free, nickel free and cadmium free, $4.99. So look at this. This is beautiful. This is the loop side. So here's the loop. And this is just connected by a jump ring. So you just take the jump ring off, and this loop here connects to your piece. And then you can either keep the jump ring on the toggle, or you can remove the jump ring altogether and just connect your loop here to your piece, or connect your piece via the jump ring. So, and look at this detail on the bar. It's like it's just a twig. It's beautiful. And look at this lovely leaf. It's absolutely gorgeous. Such a nice piece. Absolutely lovely. It's one of my that's another, them with the strawberries and the Marquis links are a couple of my favourite pieces out the box. And then last but not least, we have a 4x3mm stainless steel cable jewellery chain, 1 metre, $3.99. Now I like this chain because it's got a good size link on it, and a lot of chains have really small links that you can't really get your jump ring through unless you're using like 21 gauge jump rings. This will actually take an 18 gauge jump ring, and as you can see, you get a lot of chain. So if you give me a minute, I'll pull over the other mat so you can see what we got in June's Strawberry Soirée Bargain Bead Box. So give me a minute. So this is what's in June's Bargain Bead Box Strawberry Soirée box. So I will be back in a minute after I put away what I'm not going to use to make something with this box. But before that, if you liked or loved the unboxing part of this video, if you could comment, as I love chatting to every single one of you, if you could please subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, it doesn't cost nothing and it helps the channel out a lot. If you could share, as that also helps the channel out, and if you could hit the notification bell, as that helps you know when I release new videos. So I'll see you in a second when I make something with this box. So see you then. So I'm back, right? And yes, I know this video has taken about 6 days to record from start to finish, maybe even 7, right? But it's been one heck of a 6 days. Basically, mental health downfall, family issues, it's just one of them. So, we are going to do a bit of a twist and shout thing. I really need to zoom out a bit. Give me a second. There we go. Right. Sorry about that if that sent your eyes a bit funny. So, as I said, we're going to do a bit of twist and shout thing using one of the drops. We're going to use some 4mm glass faceted round beads in the dark jade red. We're going to use 6mm crystal faceted teardrop beads in scarlet AB. Right. We are going to use a couple of the 9x19mm leaf detailed Marquis links. We are also going to use some cherry quartz glass man-made faceted Rondelle beads. Right. We are also going to use some cherry quartz glass man-made faceted plated round beads. Right. We are also going to use, let's turn these the right way, some of the 12x6.5 glass top drilled leaf beads in true green. We are also going to use some crystal bicone and rondelle beads in very green AB, and we're also going to use some spacer beads that I've got. Right, so we're going to do a double strand, right? But the first strand's going to be a single strand, double strand, and then the second strand's going to be a double strand. Oh, one thing I forgot. We're also going to use an 18x11mm strawberry quartz fast faceted strawberry charm. So what we're going to do on the first strand, I'm going to use 2 strands and like twist it round around this. So it's going to have a strand going through it and a strand going over it. Then it's going to twist. They're going to twist around each other using these seed beads. Alright, and then it's going to have 2 strands going up the side. And they're going to go in and out of a bead. And then we're going to have another strand above that, where this is going to be dangling above it. I don't know if it's going to work, so this is a total experiment. So I haven't even tried it. So, let's see. So let's get some Softflex garnet coloured medium 49 strand beading wire out. So, never know how this is going to work. So where's my tape measure? So I've been umming and ahhing about this all week. So we're going to need 3 strands. We're going to need like 3 strands of this. I'm thinking, how long do I need? I think I might go for 14 inches. Just give me a second. No, I'm going to need longer than that. Yeah, we'll go for 18, just to be on the safe side. I could always use the excess for something else. So I'm just going to cut off all 3 strands now. So I've cut the first strand, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to measure off the second strand, off the first strand. Oh, tangled in my flipping pliers. Then get me third strand. So I hope you've all been doing well. I hope nothing chaotic's been happening to you, but I do apologise about the severe delay in videos, especially when I've been pumping out videos like 1 a day, or sometimes even 2 a day. So I do apologise that I suddenly went from so many to like nothing. My severest apologies. But it's been one heck of a week, plus with all the heat and stuff. So I'm going to put this one strand aside because that's the top strand. We're also going to be using some suede as well for the length, which means we have some clasps, right? Not clasps, some fold over ends. We've got some silver jump rings, and we've got clasps. We've got a lobster clasp. Right, so let's see if we can get this to work. Is this hoping? Yes, it is. So let's get some seed beads out. These are just like generic seed beads because I don't have any Toho or anything in red, and it takes like 3 weeks for me to get Toho seed beads. I've just literally waited a month to get some, actually. Like 2 months to actually get some. And I forgot to order red. Right, so let's start by putting some on one side. Don't know how many I'm going to need, so I might have to... I'm going to get my bead stoppers, actually. Because once I put them on, I don't want to go losing them all off the end. This video might still take a couple of days to upload and stuff. And I don't know how long it's going to be. Because I'm having to add a load of seed beads on. Because as you know, it can take forever to load seed beads. So the seed beads are going to go on the front of this pendant. And this is the largest one out the group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bead stopper on this end. So because you don't want your seed beads after you put them on to fall off, do you? So what I'm going to do, now you know what I'm doing, is I'm going to go and preload all these seed beads, all these, right, and I'm going to come back to you. So I've done about 3.5 inches here. So now I need to do about an inch and a half either side of this. So all we're going to do is we're going to put this, we're going to put like an inch and a half on these, right? Then we're going to put the, we're going to put the pendant on, right? And then I will come back to you. Because you don't want to sit here watching me just put seed beads on, do you? Because that, no offence, is very, very boring. Just watching someone pick up seed beads, right? Because if I was just sit here for like 10 minutes and put on seed beads, wouldn't you go, oh, let's just turn this over. All right, let's go and watch something else. So I'm going to go and put on all the seed beads and I will come back to you. But I thought I'd explain basically what I'm doing so you know. So if you want to go off, go and pause this, put all your seed beads on, all right, and then come back, you can. So you can also recreate this design. So I'll see you in a second. So here we've got the front strand and the back strand. Alright, we've got 3.25 inches here, and like half an inch on the side, and the pendant, which is like 1/4 inch across. Half an inch across, sorry. Alright, so let's see if we can actually get this to work. I'm not sure if it will, but we'll give it a try. So what we're going to do, we're going to weave this round. Right, and we're going to weave this round here. So that's all we're doing, just twisting them round. Right, so that's all we've got, just basically twisted. Let me bring you down. Right, so all it is just twisted round each other. Right, then I've got just a cylinder bead with a hole in it. Right, and we're just going to take all 4 ends. Right, and we're going to go put 2 ends through one way. Let me come down so you can actually see what I'm doing. So 2 ends through that way. Then we're going to get the other 2 and put them through the other way. Right, then we're going to take the bead stoppers off. Right, let's chuck all the bead stoppers out the way, and then we're just going to pull. So we've got this. Right, we've got a pendant drop. Right, and that is the start of the front of our necklace. Right, so now we're going to need all our little pots. Right, so hopefully I can get this pattern done correctly. So on the outside, on one side, we're going to need these on the outside. So I am actually going to put a bead stopper back on one side to make it nice and tight. So let's move the one strand. We're going to do, and we're going to need some spacers. We need some metal spacers. So we're going to need 3 metal spacers. Then we're going to need a green bead. So I can remember how I did this. Have I got them the right way? No, I haven't. I've got the top strand on the bottom strand. So let's try that again. Metal spacer. the 3 metal spacers, so it goes right up against the metal bead. Green bead, leaf, sorry, I'm very shaky today. Green bead, metal spacer, right, green bead, leaf, did I do that right? No, I might have done, then a metal spacer, then a green bead, then a bead. I think I'm going to have to make this pattern up as I go along because I've forgotten how I did this, because I did this like 6 days ago. Then a metal bead, then a green bead, right, then a metal bead. I've got a damn fly flying around, right, then a green bead, then a leaf, then a metal bead, my mat keeps escaping, then a green bead, metal bead, then of course green bead. So 1, 2, 3 green beads, so all we've got is like the leaves will dangle down on the outside, and give us a bit of colour to go with the red. So they'll dangle down like that around the outside. So look really pretty. I know I'm a lot quieter, so I'm not talking as much. But I'm having to really concentrate on this pattern because it's a lot more complicated than what I usually do. But I thought I'd do a necklace pattern today. I thought I'd do a nice little necklace today. So I'm going to do this side on camera, and then I'm going to go off camera and do the other side. So bit out of the way. We need a metal bead. Wondering whether to put the last leaf on or not. Metal bead. Then, oh, drop that one. Didn't want it to go on. And then we're going to actually just put on, we're not going to put that last leaf on. And then we're going to put on 3 metal beads. Well, actually no, we'll put the leaf on. We will put the leaf on. Because I'm just looking at the other end. Because we only need 1 more green bead. The leaf. And then we're going to do 1 green bead. We're not even going to put the metal bead on here. We're just going to put on 1 green bead, and then we're going to put on 3 metal beads. So here we go. We've got, this is like the pattern. I've done quite an abstract pattern. Sometimes we put the metal beads in, sometimes I haven't. I've just done like a generalised pattern. Right. Got a very short bit to crimp on. Right, so I'm going to go off. I'm going to repeat this pattern on the other side. But first of all, I am going to do the pattern on this side for thing. But what I was meant to do is I was meant to weave in to like go across on this side, but I've done it slightly different. So I've done it different to what I was originally going to do. So we've got some of the cherry quartz beads in both the plated round beads and the rondelles. So we need some more spacers. So again, we're going to put on 3 spacers so that it doesn't get too crowded up here with the beads. So it just gives us a bit of room up here at the next to the large bead. So we're going to put on our round beads first. If I can find the hole. Then we're going to put on 2 of the rondelles. As I said, this is a little design on the fly in all honesty. Then we're going to do 3 more round beads. But before I do that, so I'm going to take the rondelles off because I've got the spacers. I'm going to put a spacer on and 2 rondelles. and a spacer. Then 2 more round beads. If you actually look when you're putting the round beads on, you can actually see the channel in them for the holes. So that does help for putting them on. So and then another spacer. Then we've got 2 more round beads. Then another spacer. Check the length. Then 2 more rondelles. Another spacer. Just constantly checking it against the length of this one, because you don't want it to go longer than this one with it being a double strand against it. So this is in a way a faux double strand, faux double strand when it's actually technically a triple strand. Then we just need 2 more spacers on the ends, rather than the 3 that we put at the beginning. And the reason I'm only putting 2 on is so that it's the same length at the end. Oh no, I can put 3 on. My beads are just moved up. So we've got, this is what we've got. Alright. So we're just going to put the bead stop on the ends until we're ready to crimp. And I'm going to go and repeat this on the other side, and then we can crimp. So I will be back in a minute to come and crimp with you. So I'll see you in a second. So time to crimp the impossible, but we'll give it a try. So let's get a crimp tube out. So we're using silver crimp tubes, Softflex crimp tubes. So we're going to crimp them together. So let's put the crimp tube over both wires. So down over the wires. And we're going to use the longer one of the 2, even if it's just slightly longer. Pull that off a bit, just to get it in. Right, I'll pull down. Not as bad as I thought to try and loop it round. Right, and you don't want it to be a crunchy crimp, so crunch it up a bit. Make sure everything is pulled tight. Sorry about that. Use your pliers if you have to make sure everything's pulled up. So as you can see, I've got the wires pulled up, right, and the crimp tube down. I've made sure I've got everything on the right side so my wires aren't crossed. I've got my pliers. Situate it in your crimp tube correctly, in your pliers correctly, and crimp down. Turn 90 degrees, put it in the front notch and crimp. Give it a good tug, right, and then cut your wires off. Right. And be careful not to cut your loop, because it's easy done. Right, so now the other end. So again, get a crimp tube out of my reasonable stash of crimp tubes. It always helps to have a good stash of crimp tubes. And again, I'm going to choose a slightly longer one of the two to loop through. But they're reasonable, they're about the same. So pull my crimp tube up slightly to make it a little easier to loop back through. I might look too small, but I don't want to have any slack. Which is the problem I'm having at the moment. I've got slack. Alright, double check that, make sure I've got no slack. Keep slacking off. Alright, I think I've got it. Alright, so I've got it tight, get it in my crimp and pliers. And crimp, turn 90 degrees and crimp again. There we go, give it a good tug. Cut off the wires. Make sure I don't cut my loop. And that is the first strand done. So let me zoom you out a bit so I can show you the first strand one way, Kelly. A little twisted, but I honestly don't think it's turned out very well. Because it's meant to be like a twisted strand. So when it's connected, it's sort of twisted like that. So it's like a twisted strand. So that's first strand, it'll be connected at the top. So that's how it sort of sits, a bit twisted. So that's the first strand. We're going to get on to the next strand and then we're going to connect it all. So give me a minute to set up and I'll be back with you. Right, so far we've got this, right? So we've got the twisted bit here, we've got our twisted ring here with the pendant on. So now we're going to get the chain, which is the 4x3mm stainless steel cable jewellery chain, which is the 1 metre chain. We are also going to get, when I find it, because I've put it down somewhere, which is just typical of me. Right, we are also going to use the 18x11mm strawberry quartz and brass faceted strawberry charm. We're going to use one of them. So that is this beautiful piece. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? We're going to use one of them. Right, so we're going to get 8 inches of this. So we're going to need, of course, our flush cutters. We're going to need a tape measure. Right, so I was going to do it beaded, but the more I've looked over at this over the last couple of days, I thought it's just going to be a bit too much beading it. Right, and I do apologise, this has taken like 10 days to do the unboxing and all of that to make this video. Right, so this is why I put up an apology post in my community piece to you all. Right, because honestly this video has taken far too long. The reason being, I've had a lot going on, right, between my mental health, family and all that. There's just been so much going on, right, and I'm having a lot of problems measuring this. So I'm going to hold this down, go along, and we're just going to measure this to 8 inches. Right, so there's our 8-inch mark. And we're just going to cut it because this is actually soldered chain, I think. So we're going to cut that, give it a good cut. Crikey, this is still chain, isn't it? Oh, crikey, I can't cut this. Alright, I'm going to have to get my memory wire cutters and give this a cut with my memory wire cutters because I don't want to kill me pliers. There we go. Let me double check I don't kill me pliers. No, I haven't. Because I don't want to kill me flush cutters. Right, let's put that back in the bag so I know which bag it goes into. Because it's always helpful to keep your chain in the bag it came in. So when you want to order more, you know what size your chain is. Right, so of course, now, when I find it, we're just going to slip this lovely little pendant onto the chain. I always make sure your jump ring's nice and closed. Right, now I've got a couple of 6mm jump rings. Right, and I've also got to attach to this some of the 6-piece 9x19mm leaf detailed Marquis links, and I've got some suede as well, which we're going to use in a bit. So let's get our Marquis links to connect this. So we're going to get our jump rings. Right, let's put my pliers the right way around. Let's actually try and open the jump rings the right way. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to add in a image on how to open jump rings. So give me a second. There we go. There's the image on how to open jump rings, the right way and the wrong way on how to open them. So that should help you see how to open and close them. Because honestly, some people really do open and close jump rings the wrong way. Right, and if you open, honestly, I'm trying to open these jump rings really wrong. I'm having a heck of a time opening jump rings lately. Right, and if you open and close them the wrong way, will damage your jump rings. And your piece will fail. Which is not a good thing. So, and you want your piece to last as long as possible, don't you? So we're just going to connect them. And then we're going to do our suede for the top bit. And our suede for the top bit is going to be 3.5 inches long. Right, doubled over. So because make it a bit nice and thick so that it can hold. Honestly, I'm having a heck of a day today trying to do this. I've had a lot of trouble designing this because I can make bracelets and stuff when it comes to red, earrings when it comes to red, anklets, but I do struggle to design necklaces when it comes to red. So there we go. I've purposely done this with the chain so it's nice and light. So this is what the bottom bit of the necklace looks like. So now let's put that to the side for now. Get our tape measure back. Find the right end of the tape measure. And let me see if I can find my scissors, because I don't want to really use my cutters to cut my suede, because it damages your scissors. It damages your cutters if you do that. So I want to cut off 3.5 inches times 2, so that is 7 inches. See, I'm mathing today. So yeah, 3, 6, yeah, that is 7. I am right. So 7 inches cut, and then we're just going to use this one to measure so it's exactly the same. There we go. Then we're going to get our cordons. And I'm wondering, so I'm actually going to put these together, even though I'm going to cut these exactly in 2. So it's not that one I want. It's that one I want. So I need 4 of them. So I need 4 of those ones. So we're now going to again use the tape measure because we're going to cut these at 3.5 inches. So exactly 3.5 inch mark. Try not to drop your scissors. Right. So now we're going to actually use one I've just cut to actually cut it. And then double check I have actually got my maths right. Oh, surprised enough, I have actually got my maths right. See, there it's at. Oh, give or take a millimetre or two. And then just trim. There we go. So now we're gonna put our cord ends on. So find my flat nose pliers. So you want your duckbill pliers. Right. All you need to do is make sure these are totally flat when you put them on. So I'm going to bring you down a bit so you can see this a bit closer. So what you want to do is you want to put them in and you want to bring down the tongue. And the problem with these is if you don't bring them down straight, they twist. So it does sometimes help to have your chain nose pliers when you do these. Right, so get your chain nose pliers to do the tongue, and then get your duckbill pliers to. They can be a bit fiddly though, I find. I'm not the best at doing these. Probably because I'm doing it backwards with my hands. So there we go. Put them in. Push them over with your hand. Oh, I'm having a mare with this today. Make sure they are level, which they are not. And yes, I know I've got like loads of marks on my hand. I had henna done. So now I'm going to push the tongue down. And I'm going to hold it with my flat nose plier. Then push that down. So I'm actually going to use my chain nose pliers instead of my duckbill pliers. So I think I'm finding it a bit easier with my chain nose pliers. So there we go. Give it a squish. Right, so I've done that end, as you can see. So we've got it flat down. Now I'm going to smooth them out. And I'm going to put the other end on. Right, so make sure you got them the same way because you want the same side on. So turn that over. Put them in. Flatten down the tongue. Hold on to it. Put the top over and give it a flatten. Put the top over and give it a flatten. And there we go. We've got either side on. Right? And that's basically what it looks like. So, and that's one side. Right, so let's do the other one. Now that was harder than it should have been. It really is. I made that look really difficult. And it's going to be one of them days with these. Because I've got the shakes, that's what it is. I've had the shakes all week. And I have eaten, I promise. There's one side. Sorry, that was slightly off camera. Right. Then we're going to do the other side. Make sure I've got this the same way. And we're going to push it over. Push it over. And then give it a good squish. And there we go, we've got them both done. So that's both of them done. Right, so now we're going to bring in the necklace again. Make sure I've got it the right way. So, and we're going to attach these. Have I got a clasp? Give me a second, I need to find it. Oh, there's my clasps. So we need a silver clasp as well. And I think I might add a dangle. So let's attach the suede and then we'll do the dangle and the extender chain. So I've got, I think they're 5 or 6 mil jump rings, but you can use either or. So they will both work. So let's open this. So put it through the ring and connect it. Make sure they're very well closed. I think I put that on backwards. It's probably because I've got them on backwards, that's why. Let me have a look. Yeah, I'll put it on backwards. There we go. That's better. Then let's do the other side. Then pull this up. Make sure that's closed properly. Right, lay that down so that's on the right way. Right, so now we're going to move this out the way a second so you can actually see what I'm doing when I'm wrapping. Right. And we are going to get our round nose pliers when I can work out what I've done with them, because I've got so much stuff on my desk at this second. And we're going to bend over. Do I do a wire wrap loop? Nah. We're going to bend over bend over the top of the bead. And as you know, I've had to start doing a wire wrap loop, a simple loop a slightly different way, because I can't seem to do a wrap loop, a simple loop for Love Nor Money. Do not know why, but I stopped being able to do a simple loop. Just seemed, for some reason, I stopped being able to do it. And it drove me mad. that I couldn't do one. Alright, so there we go. We've got a simple loop. Alright, so now I'm going to get my tape measure and my chain. Alright, and I'm going to cut off 2 inches of chain. Alright, this is steel chain, so of course I'm going to use my cutters. My what do you call it, my memory wire cutters, and just give my chain a cut. Right, and cut that off, because it tends to be easier with this chain that I'm using just to do that than actually open it up. And all I'm going to do is get a jump ring, the same jump rings that I've standardly been using, like 5-6 mil jump rings, and just slip the bead on and slip it on the end of the chain and just close that up. All right. Just give them a bit of a wiggle and give it a close. I'm just giving it a bit of a push together to make sure that they're very well closed. Right, then I'm going to bring back in my necklace. Right, and I've got a slightly larger jump ring, probably about an 8 mil. Right, which I'm using for my clasp to clasp onto. Right, because I find putting a slightly bigger jump ring on for a clasp to clasp onto is a little easier than using a smaller jump ring, because people find it harder to loop onto a smaller jump ring when you're trying to loop a clasp into it. So I always put a bigger jump ring on. So just closing that. Then I'm going back down to the smaller jump rings to attach my lobster claw clasp. So this is about a 21 gauge necklace, and again, as always, I put my clasp on upside down, and I was even trying my best not to do that. You know me, I'm always doing it. Let's try this. Lay it down like that. I try every time not to put my clasp on upside down, and in guarantee I always do it. There we go. Alright, just give me a second, I'll zoom out a bit so you can see the necklace in full. And then I will put it on a bust and show you. And bring the camera out in full. So this is a 21-inch necklace, double strand, right? It's very, very pretty, right? It does sit close up to the neckline with it being a double strand, right? But it is a very beautiful necklace. If you give me a second, I will turn the camera around so you can actually see what it looks like on a bust. So I'll see you in a second. So thank you for watching today. I'm very grateful for you coming to see the making of the necklace I've just made. So let me show you it on the bust. So here it is. Isn't it absolutely stunning? With this beautiful, beautiful pendant, and this stunning one here too, with the strawberry quartz in both, and the strawberry quartz down here with the beautiful green glass as well. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? And these lovely links as well, and this lovely suede to bring out the extra length. And on the back we've also got the extended tone with the strawberry quartz as well in the Rondelle. So this will be going up on my website here at klwgjewelry.com and on my Etsy at klwgjewelry, both spelt the English way, and KLWG Jewelry, the first 5 letters in capitals on my Etsy, and all in lowercase for my website. So this will be going up for sale along with a load of other pieces by around the 12th of next month. So you'll probably see them sooner, but hopefully they should be up by then. All right, I hope you'll go and shop and buy up a load of lovely pieces. There are nearly 300 items on the website, along with a couple of bead mixes and a couple of kits that are up for sale, and there'll be more going up. As you know, I've bought a load of beads, so there'll be more going up very, very soon. But also, if you could please if you loved or liked this video, please comment, as I love chatting to every single one of you. Also, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed, as it doesn't cost nothing and it helps the channel out a lot. Also, please share this video, as it also helps the channel as well. And also hit that notification bell so you are notified when I release a new video. And thank you again for supporting my channel and all the videos I release for the last couple of years, as it has truly helped me a lot. So I'll see you in my next video. So bye for now.